Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 50 of Kishkindha Kanda. Since the last couple of chapters, we are seeing the exploits of the Vanara army that went in the southern direction, that being the hilly terrain, unable to find Sita or Ravana anywhere. Though there are very less habitable spots, still they were searching every cave in order to find the dwelling place of Ravana and also the place where Sita is held captive. The monkey Hanuman, in company with the general Tara and Angada, once again explored the deep woods and ravines of Vindhya range. Those Vanaras searched the caverns which resounded with the roar of lions and tigers, as well as the inaccessible and mighty torrents. Finally, they came to the southwestern summit of the mountain, and while they rested there, time passed. That region is hard to explore on account of the vast extent of the forest and the dangerous ravines and caverns. Nevertheless, the son of the wind examined it all thoroughly, separated from each other by a short distance. Gaja, Gavaksha, Gavaya, Sharabha, Gandhamadana, Mainda, Dvivida, Hanuman, and Jambavan, the youthful prince Angada and Tara, dwellers of the woods, began to search those regions in the south covered by the mountain range. While they were exploring this place on every side, they observed the opening to a cave named Rikshabila, difficult of entry, guarded by a giant. Tortured with hunger and thirst and overcome with exhaustion, they espied this cavity overgrown by trees, bushes, and creepers, from which herons, swans, geese, and waterfowl were issuing. Means they were coming out, dripping with water and covered with pollen of lotuses. At this point of time, all the Vanaras were hungry and they were also thirsty, unable to find the water. When they see so many birds coming out of that particular cave with their wings being dripping with water, drawing near to that fragrant cave, difficult of access, those monkeys were struck with astonishment and desired to enter it. Then those foremost of monkeys, seeing signs of water, full of joy, approached that subterranean chamber, astounding in every kind of creature, resembling the abode of Indra, which was impenetrable and fearful to behold. And Hanuman, the son of the wind god, who resembled the peak of the mountain, said to those redoubtable monkeys who dwelt in the woods and forests, "We have explored the southern region covered with a chain of mountains. We are exhausted with fatigue and unable to find Maithili. From yonder cave, swans, cranes, herons, and waterfowl are emerging on every side, drenched with water. Without doubt, there is a well or pool to be found there, for these trees are at the mouth of the cave are green." Hanuman, having spoken thus, all the monkeys entered into the dark cave, bereft of sun and moon, caused their hair to stand on end. They heard the roar of lions and the sound of deer and birds, and those invincible monkeys felt their courage and prowess fail. Moving with the speed of the wind and despite the darkness, their sight being unimpaired, they penetrated deep into the cave and beheld a luminous, enchanting, and marvelous region filled with different kinds of trees of varying fragrance. Pressing close to one another, they advanced 4 miles into the interior and fainting with fatigue, bewildered, seeking for water, they continued to descend into the darkness, emaciated, their faces woe, begone, spent, despairing of their lives. Those monkeys then beheld a light. Happily they approached that spot and saw trees glistening like gold, possessing the brilliance of fire. And they beheld salas, talas, tamalas, pannagas, punnagas, vanjula, Davas, Champakas, Nagavrikshas, and Karnikaras in full flower with cluster of golden blossom, crimson buds, twigs, and creepers adorning them, dazzling as the dawn, their trunks being of emerald and their dark luminous. There were also lakes of blue lotus bounding in waterfowl there, and great golden trees encircled that place, but shone like that first light of dawn, and fishes of gold and enormous lotuses were to be seen in pools of tranquil waters. Gold and silver palaces were to be found there, with little windows of refined gold festooned with chains of petals. The flowers paved with silver and gold and encrusted with pearls and diamonds. And the monkeys beheld splendid mansion everywhere, and trees laden with fruit and flower that shone like coral and precious gems, and golden bees and honey in abundance. Couches and marvelous seats of immense size, decorated with gold and diamond, drew their gaze, as well as gold and silver vessels, heaps of aloes and sandal, pure woods, pure foods, fruits and roots, costly vehicles, delicious syrups, priceless raiments, and great piles of woolen clothes and wonderful skins. While wandering here and there about that subterranean chamber, those courageous monkeys beheld a woman at a short distance from them, attired in robes of bark and a black antelope skin, that ascetic given to fasting, shone with a great effulgence. Astonished, those monkeys halted suddenly, and Hanuman addressed her, asking, "Who are you? To whom does this cavern belong to?" Going down to that aged woman, Hanuman, who resembled a mountain with joined palms, enquired of her, "Who are you? To whom does this retreat, this cave, and its jewels belong to?" Thus ended chapter 50 of Kishkindha Kanda in Ramayana. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmir Puravasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime. Goodbye.